Okay, so I finally got round to sorting my shelf for my Scooby-Doo physical media. It's probably taken me over a year to get sorted the way I want it, and the way I'm going to do this video is not going to be from this perspective. It's going to be with me behind the camera just going over each section in detail while explaining why I laid it out like this and, thought process. I've kind of laid it out in a way that makes sense from the collector's point, where it has from the series to the movies to like the VHS tapes to the Blu-rays, and then we had the collectibles, the box sets, that kind of stuff. So it has everything from that range, but it's laid out specifically, and I try to make it more organizing as possible. This is what I have now, but by the time this video comes out, I will have a few more to add to this collection, as I've have some on eBay that I want to hunt down that will probably add to this collection, as I want to add to my Blu-rays, I want to add to my box sets. So I have a few more to add to this range, so it'll be completely different if I ever do a new one. I know I promised this last year, but I couldn't really get it out. I had a lot of things going on last year, and even this year trying to film this video, kind of trying to schedule it in on a day that I can. So I'm kind of trying to do it, like throw it in now while I'm waiting for a video to render, which is the Where Are You episode review. So I thought I'd film this now and then edit it when I next get free time. So I want to point out as well, I am going to be using my camera microphone, so if the audio is not like it is now, I do apologise, but that's probably the best I can do. I could probably do overlay commentary if it's bad, but I see what it comes out in post-credit scene. So yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so let's start at the very top. Obviously we have my Where Are You Deluxe set. Obviously I've done an unboxing on my channel, as with all my other ones. If you want to check all the unboxings out, check the link in the description, and that way you get a thorough look at each of the product. But this one I managed to get for like 50 quid almost, so it's very cheap. It probably costs way more now. Very good set. It's one of the nicer looking ones for the complete collection, but I would definitely say if you got the money, it's definitely worth getting this one for your collection. Then we have the VHS tapes, which I don't have a lot, and it's probably the same amount that I had when I last did my collection video, so nothing new has been added, only because I'm trying to venture on to other Scooby-Doo stuff, and the VHS tapes have been put on hold. But I have Boo Brothers, Ghoul School, Run Werewolf, Arabian Nights, Zombie Island, Witch's Ghost, Alien Invaders, Cyber Chase, what was it? That's Legend of the Vampire, Loch Ness Monster, Monster of Mexico, the Scooby-Doo 2 live action movie, and this one is a episode cassette tape, which is Scooby-Doo Hassle in the Castle, which is a very cool, unique one. Then we have the Scooby-Doo, and what was it, the Ghostly Ghost Town one, the Ghastly Ghost Town, which is one of the new Scooby-Doo movies ones where I think they meet the Three Stooges. So that one's a unique one to get. Then we have the Nutcracker. I have another copy of Monster Mexico. Then we have the What's Who Scooby-Doo episode 1. So we have, I believe these are from volume 1 and volume 2. No, that's volume 4. And then we have another Scooby-Doo and a Mummy 2, a episode selection from Where Are You. Then we have these two, which are both Hanna-Barbera's personal favourites. But this one's the Fun Video Factory, this is just a normal one. So when you get this one out there, you can see that it's way different than the other ones, as it is compared to this one. So they're both personal favourites, they're both part of a set, but this one's exactly the same, but this one's part of the Fun Video Factory set one. And then this one's the Nutcracker, and the second one that I have, the Scooby-Doo No Face Zombie, another copy of Boo Brothers, another copy of Run Werewolf, another copy of Music of the Vampire, and another copy of Loch Ness Monster. So I have many replicas, weirdly, oddly enough, but yeah, those are just the VHS ones, nothing new whatsoever. Then we have this box set over here, which is the 1 2 Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine set, which I have 2 of them. The reason why I have 2 is not because of the audio issues, they both suck, but the reason why I got 2 is because the colour's faded on this one, where it's been in the sunlight for too long. So I got another one so we can see the nice true colour of the Mystery Machine. It's a bit faded a bit, but it's probably the best condition one I've seen. But most of them, I don't think the sound works anymore on them, which is the only issue with them. But yeah, that's it. And then this one is another VHS tape one. This has got a lot of dust on there, but it's the Ghoul School collection with the nice watch. So I got that because it comes with the watch, and it also comes with some postcards as well. So that's another unique set. Unfortunately, there's no good way to display that on my shelf, so it's just there. And then these are my DVD bumper packs, which are very unique. Like, I do like the bumper edition ones, as it's like reminds me of the old VHS bumper packs, just where it all stands out. I do have 2 of the same copies, but obviously this one is the Scooby-Doo 4-disc bumper pack, which does contain 4 of the movies, which is Wonder Dog, Chill Out Scooby-Doo, Rutland Werewolf, and Goblin King. Then we have the volume sets, the Scooby-Doo Collection Volumes 1 and 2, which Volumes 1, as you can see, is a yellow pack, which contains The Greatest Mysteries, Harlem Globetrotters, Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers, and Volume 2 contains the Alien Invaders, Witches, Ghosts, and Zombie Island, which is probably my favourite collection one ever. There is a third one, but it's very hard to get. It's a purple one, and sadly I've only seen stock images. I have not seen the product being sold online. We have the Sainsbury's bumper one, which is the Zoink Scooby Scary Sleepover Edition one, which does contain 3 films: The Goblin King, Ghoul School, and Boo Brothers. Another one of the same first one just came. This is the Spooky bumper pack one, which this one's very nice. Contains Goblin King, Ghoul School, Boo Brothers, and Zombie Island. And the last one, which contains, you know, another 4 mysteries on there, all movie format. So we have Samurai Sword, Camp Scare, Arabian Nights, and Scooby-Doo meets Batman. Okay, so I now added a light because I realised that it's getting dark now and my own room light isn't going to cut it. So we're going to start with the Blu-rays. We have the Where Are You mystery set, which is issue 10,951 out of 50,000. Never been unboxed, still brand new and sealed since the day I pre-ordered it. Will I ever do an unboxing? Probably not for that one. I will buy another one, the re-releases ones, and do an unboxing of that because it's the same items inside, just minus the limited edition sticker. Then we have my Blu-rays. Not a lot, I do know, but I am working on these and I will eventually get more. It's just that it's very hard to acquire them when I'm from the UK trying to branch out the upper regions. It costs a lot of money, so I can't really say when I get a new one or not. It just happens when I have the funds. So we also have the Scooby-Doo movie. Then we also have the combo pack, which is Scooby-Doo 1 and 2. The reason why I got the combo pack is because they don't do a standalone for Scooby-Doo 2 on Blu-ray. So you have to get the combo pack. And then we have The Mystery Begins. It's alright, it's not the best, but it's better than what the Velma series can produce. Then we have The Curse of the Lake Monster. That extended edition, yeah, I got the extended edition. Then we have Daphne and Velma, the original movie. Very good on Blu-ray. I did enjoy this. I feel like this is way better than the Velma series that we have on HBO. We have Cyber Chase. I don't know why this is on Blu-ray. It's a mystery to me. Legend of the Vampire. Again, we need Witches, Ghost. We need all these good classic Zombie Island on Blu-ray, not these. Camp Scare is alright. Has that kind of like dark tone to it in a way. Big Top Scooby-Doo. Then we have the Samurai Sword movie. Phantom Saurus. Then we have this one, The Haunted Hollywood, with the Lego feature. The new Scooby-Doo movies, Almost Complete Collection. And then we have Scoob on Blu-ray and 4K. And then we have the Bumper Edition set, which is the recently new one that I acquired this year, which has basically all these movies up until Ghoul School, up until Camp Scare. All of these with the new release slipcovers are in here without the slipcovers. So the same movies, same 10 movies, but in a much more affordable collection for people who want to get them that can't get them in the UK. But I got the Bumper pack because it looks sick, and I got the Zombie Island side. Okay, so now that we've done the Blu-rays, we're going to move our way down to these two sections, and these are basically like, I want to say my miscellany collections, where they don't tie into the series or the movies. Instead, these tie into our own little collection because they're either part of a set like the Diamond Collection, or the 30th anniversary ones, or just some unique slipcovers that, you know, match in a set. So we're going to start over here. And the first one is the Best of the Warner Bros. 50th cartoon collection for Scooby-Doo. I did an unboxing on this one. I had to literally order the North American one because it wasn't available in the UK, but then they did do a UK one, but they're both the same, so I only kept the North America one. Now these ones, the unique slipcover ones for Boo Brothers, Ghoul School, still has the 2 for 6 sticker on there. Reluctant Werewolf, Zombie Island, Witch's Ghost, Alien Invaders, Legend of the Vampire, Loch Ness Monster, Goblin King has 2 for 6 still on there. Camp Scare are all part of a re-release set with nice funky slipcovers that were released in the UK only, I believe, and weren't released in other regions. And these are all the ones that are included in this big bundle set, but they don't have the slipcovers. So if you want to get the collection that only has the nicer revamped artwork on the DVD cover itself and not the slipcover, then obviously this is a good one to get. It's a lot cheaper than trying to hunt down all of these, but I still bought this regardless for my collection. Now these two, the green ones, are basically part of the 50th anniversary one, and I believe these are Best Buy exclusives. So I was able to, they say 50th anniversary on them, and then some do contain the sticker, but these ones I'm still trying to collect. They cost a lot of money due to importing charges and all that, so I don't know when I'll be able to collect these, unfortunately. But they are the best of the new Scooby-Doo movies, which is the American release one. So instead of our volume 1 where we only had 3 episodes, this has like 15 episodes on it. And then we have the Richie is Rich and Scooby-Doo Show volume 1, which is only done volume 1, sadly. But I also have it as part of the Diamond Collection, which is probably my most favourite and easiest set to get. I still want to hunt down the rest, as I got the season 3, but it's the only one that doesn't have the slipcover, so I will have to hunt down the slipcover eventually. And I also have the Scooby-Doo and Dynamite Hour complete series, along with the season 1 and 2. So I have pretty much Scooby-Doo Where Are You completed many times over at this point on variations, whether it's on Blu Ray, DVD, part of the Deluxe set at the very top. So yeah, it's one of those ones where I have enough of it, but if they release new things for it, I'm gonna collect it. Now we go into these 3 ones, which are the most expensive ones I've ever paid for my set. That all 3 of these cost almost 300 quid altogether. That's including the items plus postage. And these ones just have these unique covers on them, which I know there's a 4th one with Showdown Shaggy, and I can't for the life of me find it. So I'm basically one short from the complete set, but it's the Scooby-Doo 4 original movies. This one contains Reluctant Werewolf, Monster of Mexico, Ghoul School, and the Goblin King. This is Where Are You complete seasons 1 and 2. Again, another variation of this one being complete, re-released so many times on DVD. Then we have the best of the new Scooby-Doo movies. This is the American one, so it has 15 episodes on there. But again, another version which I've already gotten on the Diamond Collection, and I eventually will want to get on the 30th anniversary one. Now we go into this lot here, these 4, I would say 5, but this is a duplicate which I have here, but this is completely factory sealed, and the reason why I didn't unbox it, because I've already done an unboxing. I only bought this one factory sealed because I saw it cheap and thought I might as well get it while I'm buying all the other stuff. But These ones just have unique 3D covers on them. So this is the Scooby-Doo one, which has what was it, Samurai Sword, Goblin King, and Chill Out Scooby-Doo, which is, I believe, some of them do have repeats. So this one here has the Merry Scary Holiday and Chill Out Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo Wonder Dog, but it's also duplicated onto this one. So even though this one has a unique cover to this one, they contain the exact same movie. This one, however, there isn't another one like it, so this is the only one for the Samurai Sword, Goblin King, and Chill Out Scooby-Doo. But for these two here, that are exactly the same, they've just been re-released with a new funky cover art, but they're both festive collection. And then this was the latest one that I got. This was the Halloween one, which contains the Goblin King's what was this? Goblin King Camp Scare and Witch's Ghost, and it's probably my far best looking one out of the 3D tins. And I did do an unboxing on this, which is probably my most favourite one that I've done in a long time. Now we're going to go into this range right here. Now we have the Scooby-Doo 4 DVD Halloween collection. Contains over 4 hours of spooky fun. Basically the movies are Frank and Creepy, Stage Fright, Moon Monster Madness, and Music of the Vampire. Then next up we have the Greatest Mysteries Adventures collection, which contains 8 original films, which are Cyber Chase, Chill Out Scooby-Doo, Abracadabra Doo, Mask of the Blue Falcon, Stage Fright, Kiss Rock and Roll, Shaggy Showdown, and the Gourmet Ghost. And that, I believe, does have a slipcover, but I don't have the one slipcover. And this one was the North American release because they didn't release it in Region 2. Then we have the Festive Collection, which is my most favourite one to look at. They might do a new one, considering I believe there's a 7th one they can add to this now. And it has over 9 hours of Merry Mysteries, and basically it just follows that you have Winter Wonder Dog, Chill Out Scooby-Doo, the Snow Creature, What's Your Scooby-Doo Merry Scary Holiday, and Scooby-Doo Holiday Chills and Thrills, which is part of the 13 Spooky Tales set. Now this one, I believe I'm the only one who has a Scooby-Doo Steelbook on the YouTube community. I'm not saying I'm the only one who has one in their collection, but I'm the only one that's shown it present on YouTube. So this is the only Steelbook, and this is a Blu Ray. Again, I don't know why I put Blu Ray here. It should be up here, so I'm just going to move that there, actually. That should be a real spot. But yeah, this is a Blu Ray one. It contains 3 movies. I did an unboxing. It contains Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo 2, and Mystery Begins. So it contains 2 live actions, well, 3 live actions, but 2 theatrical releases, live actions, which is kind of nice. But it has like a holders for 4 discs. So I'm going to move that there because that's an Asian region release, which I forget which regional code that is, but that's out of like region 3 or 4, I think, to get that one. And now we have the snapback ones, which are my most favourite, but they are from Kex because these are just hard to come by now. These are what DVDs used to originally look like, which is kind of awesome, as it was mostly your cardboard, and you pull back the snap and you open up and there'll be nice artworks. So the snapback ones I will definitely try and hunt down for. But yeah, I know the Scooby-Doo 2, the Scooby-Doo movie has the second movie, not the original first one, because Kex messed up on that one, and I only just realised when I done this video. And then we have the Woolworths Worth It. This is a sealed copy of Scooby-Doo Greatest Mysteries with the Warner Bros. Seal on there. I just re-put it into another seal, which can easily be peeled off any time, but it just protects it from dust. But I thought, you know, Woolworths collection, tried to keep it preserved as much as possible, because the Woolworth ones, or the Woolworths Worth It, was a cheaper alternative to buying the proper ones. It was very confusing how they did it back then. And then we have the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated bonus features, which is this one contains 2 episodes from the brand new series. These were promotional discs where you get this free with any Scooby-Doo DVD. I forget where you would get this from. I think it was either Sainsbury's or Argos, because I got one next to it that has the Argos symbol, but they're both the same. So this one's probably from Sainsbury's, but I bought this from Kex for 75p because I really wanted it for my collection, and it was so different than this one. Because this one, you can see the Argos in the corner. It's exactly the same with both the episodes, but it says promotional disc. So I think you got this free with any purchase at Argos. But they don't do that no more. Now we move on down here. And we're going to start with this big one. Now, this one is super rare. That I did an unboxing on my channel. Again, like I said at the start of the video, all my Scooby-Doo collection unboxing videos will be in the description of the video. But basically, essentially with this one, is that I got it from Canada on eBay. And the guy came over, I had to literally wait a month because the guy came over from Canada to London to send it because it was way cheaper. So I really hit the jackpot with this. I did the unboxing, but this right here, I have not found another copy online. I'm still been looking to this day, cannot find it. It's in this protection box because it's so rare. But yeah, it's probably my most favourite ones to unbox because of its uniqueness and the fact that it's a holiday special one. And I just cannot find it again. I would love to own 2 of these. I would try and find one as sealed as possible. Now we move on to the episodes range. Now these ones contain mostly just episodes from Pacific sets. Obviously you can tell by these ones from the unboxing, these were probably the favourite, and there is like probably one more I need to get to complete this range. But we have the kids TV favourites, and these ones is what I collected when I first started collecting Scooby-Doo. Weirdly enough, like I literally collected these just start my collection, and now it's, you know, it's finally done. I think there's only one more I need to get, and I never really collected it, and I still have to collect it to this day. But it's weird looking back at this now, knowing this is where my collection started, with just these like kids TV favorite selections. Like, it was so mad back then how I did things. But yeah, we had the Scooby-Doo Meets Batman, the Scooby-Doo Original Mysteries, Spooky Tales, Mind Your Own Business, Which is Which, Creepiest Capers, and The Greatest Mysteries. They also have Greatest Mysteries again on its own standalone one, which is very good. The only issue with the DVD one compared to the VHS one is that you don't get the bonus short features on there. So if you want to see the Scooby-Doo behind the scenes original cut, it's on the VHS version of the Scooby-Doo Greatest Mysteries, which I wish I had, but I just didn't pick it up at some point. Now we have Winter Wonder Dog. Again, a festive one. Didn't really like it that much, but you know, it's still something to watch over Christmas. Creepiest Capers. Some of these I have got because it's part of the TV favourites or as part of another collection, but I always try and get them on standalone to complete the set. This is Scooby-Doo and the Snow Creatures, which again I got twice, which is the same one here. The reason why they look different is that this is the region, the Region 2 one, and then why all these ones here, they're all Region 2. And I call them the and the series because they're called and the, like, snow creatures, ghosts, skeletons, robots, safari creatures, haunted house, zombies, creepy carnival, sea monsters, and, you know, vampires. So that's why they're called the and the collection, which I believe I'm only missing one more from this set, which I will eventually hunt down. Like they're on my list, but if it's Region 2, it's got to be a long time before I even get close to actually ordering it because of how expensive it is, and it would just cost me too much to even ship it over, and I don't really want to waste the money at the moment on just one DVD. I don't want to do that. So yeah, that's why I haven't really collected many Scooby-Doo at the moment, because I literally cannot afford it. Now we have the 13 Spooky Tales set, and this is probably the most maddest one I've ever collected. Like this I remember getting from the range, and I literally just thought, how many of these can I get? Because it looked awesome. And we're going to start with this one because this is 13 Spooky Tales Around the World. This is a Region 2 because I couldn't find the Region 1 version. And you can see by the spine, it doesn't line up with all the others. And that's why you know it's a different region. Because no, it is Region 2. Wait, okay, that's really weird. And what ones are these then? Yeah, these? No, they're Region 2. That's really weird because the guy I ordered from eBay said it was Region 1. That's why I brought it, because it was different. It actually says 13 Spooky Tales Around the World, whereas There was another one called Scooby-Doo Around the World, which didn't have all the episodes, only had the specials and that. So, yeah, I will probably get that one then to see what was that about. But we have 13 Spooky Tales Around the World, Surf's Up Scooby-Doo, For the Love of Snacks. This one is Ruh-Oh Robot, Run for Your Life, Holiday Chills, and Thrills. And we also have Field of Screams, which I'll come to that in a sec, but we're going to have a look at these. Obviously, we've seen the front cover of that one. Again, I did all the unboxings on my channel, so I would definitely say check it out, because these got a lot of attraction. People loved me unboxing these, and I think I'm done for the set, but I will collect up the one that has the standalone Around the World one, because that just needs to complete the set. And then we have Field of Screens, which again, when I look at it, I forget what was so special about it, and I think it was the main movie, but some of the specials on there as well. But these are the episodes. I think it's one of the episodes on here that's unique that isn't on another release, so I think that's why I liked it very much. And now we have the editions, which these ones are mostly just for summer, or the golden editions or sports and that, so they're very unique with the icons on the spines, but they do them in free or duo combo packs. So we have this one, which is, you know, Scooby-Doo Samurai Sword, Field of Screams, and Harlem Globetrotters, which this one classes as a sports edition, but I don't understand how Samurai Sword becomes a sports one. That's the one bit that threw me off the most. And then we have the Golden Edition, which obviously the Olympics edition, as I like to call it, that has both the volumes 1 and 2 of All Stars Laugh Olympics, and it has Spooky Games. Which Spooky Games, there's actually a standalone version of Spooky Games, and that's another one that I plan to get as a standalone eventually. Now we have the duo pack, which is the summer edition, which is Where's My Mummy and Arabian Nights. And then we have the other summer edition, which contains 3 movies, which contains Aloha, Scooby-Doo, Pirates Ahoy, and Monster of Mexico. And the last one I have is a recent one that I got, is the 4-film collection, which is Alien Invaders, Witch's Ghost, Zombie Island, and Loch Ness Monster. So again, this is the original classic 4 titles that were direct-to-video, all in one big bundle. This is perfection. If this was on Blu Ray, oh my god, this is probably the best. Right, so we now done these two. We're going to move down, and I'm going to show you my TV series and my direct-to-video movies. I'm going to start with the TV series by starting in this corner, as I have this unique collection. This is another Best of Warner Bros. 50th cartoon collection. Same just like the DVD one there, but this is a bigger box set one with a plushie, still factory sealed. I thought it just looked nice. I will eventually get a second one to unbox, but I thought I'd keep one sealed. There is a Looney Tunes one I want to get because it has Bugs Bunny, but that's just there because I was going through like some sort of reorganization with all these, and I thought it looked nice there. So we're going to start with the series, just along here. We have the Where Are You? Seasons 1 and 2. The Golden Collection. I believe this is the only one on the Golden Collection. There's others as well, but I think for Where Are You, it originally came out on the Golden Collection as a complete series. There were volume releases, but I don't have them yet, but as a complete collection it was part of the Golden Edition. Then we have the UK version of the Best of the New Scooby-Doo Movies. Volume 1, we never got a second volume, so we only had 4 episodes. So you can see why we lucked out, and that's why I've been edging for these for a long time, and I'm so glad for the almost complete collection. I just wish it was fully completed. This is when we have Scooby-Doo meets Batman. Again, the Scooby-Doo meets Batman, and then the Scooby-Doo meets the Harlem Globetrotters. They're basically part of the new Scooby-Doo movies, but they got their own DVD releases due to being very popular. And at a time, it was just these three that I had because I couldn't get hold of the US one that had 15 episodes, and we never really had the almost complete collection until now, which is hiding off there. So I do have it on Blu-ray and DVD because obviously I just had to get them on both versions because it was just astonishing to finally almost own the complete set. So it's kind of like looking nice on my TV series, and these are basically all in order as well from when they release date onwards to current period. And then we have the All Stars Laugh Olympics volumes 1 and 2, and you're probably thinking, why isn't there the Dynamite Hour one? Because I have it part of the Diamond collection, but I didn't have the Gold collection on this set. So there is a Gold edition for the Dynamite one, but I don't have that one yet, and I want to get it eventually, and that will basically go after the new Scooby-Doo movies and goes right there. So I've already had like a pre-prep of how I'm going to do this, but the All-Stars Laugh Olympics I have here with the spooky games. So the All-Stars is complete on the DVD front, but as terms of complete as in episodes, it's far from completion. I know there's a different version of the Spooky Games that has more episodes, so I will get that at some point. That's the American one. So I will look forward to getting the next variation of the Spooky Games to somewhat get close to completing the All-Stars list. And then I do have season 3 of the Where Are You? It's part of the Diamond collection, so it's up here. But I do have season 3. I just don't have season 3 on the Gold collection yet, which again is another one I will get, and that will be placed, you know, somewhere along here because technically it came later on, just rebranded under the title. Then we have the Curse of the 13 Ghosts. 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, should I say. This is probably my favourite series that I love rewatching. 13 episodes on 2 discs. This was quite good that they released it all on single, like an actual complete collection instead of volumes. And I'm so glad that Region 1 was also on Region 2 as well. So glad that this got a Region 2 release. Then we have a pup named Scooby-Doo. This is just the second, third, and fourth season, so 17 episodes on 2 discs. I don't have season 1 yet. I am hunting that down, so I will get season 1 eventually. But I do have the pup named Scooby-Doo. Now we're going to move over to What's New Scooby-Doo range, which basically range from this title all the way up to here. So yeah, this is going to be pretty fun. So we have this one, which is just titled Scooby-Doo, and it has episodes from the What's New Scooby-Doo show, and this was What's New Scooby-Doo Volume 1, but they never released any more, so this is the only volume release that looks like this. The rest of them came out in these nice yellow cases, and they were actually labelled volumes 1 to 10, which I don't have the complete set because I'm missing volume 3 and I'm missing volume 10. Those are the only ones I'm missing, but I have, you know, this one, The Safari, So Goody, Mummy Scares Best, Homeward Hound, Recipe for Disaster, Ready to Scare, E-Scream, Fright House of the Lighthouse, and then these 3 here are What's New Scooby-Doo Seasons 1, 2, and 3. So I do have the complete What's New Scooby-Doo set, and I only have 2 more episodes to get off here, but I've already have the full volume, like the full volume sets, because I have the Mystery Machines 2K set, so I have them twice over. So this is probably the 3rd time I have them all at once, and I don't think I've showed this earlier, but if I pull this one out, there's actually another set in here. So these contain the 3 Kellogg's bonus discs that came in the kids' cornflakes brunch years ago, and that custom made case has all 10 volumes of these ones, which I managed to get singular on their own, and I just makeshift a case for them. So that's why that's there. It's not properly official, that one, but the kids' Kellogg's ones are. And I think I did a video on that one. I'm not entirely sure. But I will do a standalone one as a short video. So back over here we do have, you know, complete season of What's New Scooby-Doo. Now we can move on. I am missing a few seasons, as obviously we're missing the Shaggy and Scooby Get a Clue, so I will have to get that at some point. But we're going to move over to the Mystery Incorporated that I currently have, which I only just realised that I'm missing part 2 of season 2. So I am going to hunt that down. Originally I was going to get the complete season, but then I found out people want 200 quid for that, and I ain't paying that much money, so I'm just going to pay for the part 2 of season 2. So I pretty much have the volume releases, the complete season 1, and then part 1 of season 2. But season 2 didn't have volume releases, they only just came with either part 1 or part 2, or the complete collection. So I have volume 1, which has a slipcover. When I saw it with a slipcover, I just bought it because of the slipcover. I've already had it before volume 1, but the slipcover is so unique. That has even the official sticker that it came in. You know, I don't know if it has the stickers still left inside, because it is pre-owned one, but I still got it because it's got a nice slipcover. And then obviously volume 1 again. Volume 2. This is season 1 volume 3, so basically volume 3, but it ended up changing the text, calling it season 1 volume 3. And then this is this one here, which is season 1 part 2. There wasn't a season 1 part 1, because season 1 part 1 was basically all the volumes, but which part 1, and then instead of doing more volumes to finish that, they thought, okay, let's just do season 1 part 2, and that's the rest of season 1. And then it was a big hiatus after that, whether season 2 was actually going to happen or not. So instead we just got the complete collection, 626 episodes on 4 discs. And we never really heard much of season 2 after that until they did. And instead of doing volume releases when season 2 was released, they ended up just doing a complete season or a 2-part collection, which is this is the season 2 part 1. And I just have the second part to hunt down. But if it was affordable, I would get the complete season 2. It's just a shame that they want ridiculous prices, and at the time I wasn't heavily invested in collecting Scooby-Doo until now. Moving on, we have the Be Cool Scooby-Doo. This is probably the only 2 releases there are. The camera keeps going in and out of focus. I do apologise for that. So we have season 1 volume 1 and season 1 volume 2. They never released any more after these, so these are basically the only ones that came out for Be Cool Scooby-Doo, which many people didn't like the Be Cool Scooby-Doo series, but I really did enjoy them. I thought they were hilarious, and then Velma definitely had her moments. But I'm still hoping one day they might come back and release them as a complete set. That'd be pretty awesome. If not, these are the only 2 remnants that are out there. I even looked on different region releases. It's just these 2. And then we have the Scooby-Doo and Guess Who complete season 1 and complete season 2. Fun fact is that, you know, UK wasn't really going to get the season 2 on DVD, and it took about over a year for us to get the season 2 released. So for a UK collector, we were just going to get the first season, and that was it. But now, thankfully, after waiting, we now have season 2 with all the episodes, which has 26 episodes on there. So that's another collection complete. And that pretty much ends off the TV series that I've managed to acquire. Again, I will add more to these, but for now it's just this range, that's all. And yeah, maybe I might add some more over the next few years, but nothing too soon, I suppose. But now we're going to move over to the movies. So we have the live action ones we're going to cover first, and then we're going to move over to the animation ones, because the animation ones are more, because there's only a few live action ones and they should be quick and easy to get through. So the first, I want to show off the combo pack that I have. This is containing both movies, Scooby-Doo the movie and Scooby-Doo 2. Also Unleashed. I don't know where this was sold, but I saw it on eBay, so I just had to get it for my collection. I also have Scooby-Doo 2 here. This is like another region release one with a unique slip cover, and it's the one where you pull it out from the left side rather than the right side. So it is kind of awkward when you put it on the shelf, because you want to put it on the shelf that way, it shows the back and not the front. so it really depends on the person's preference. But it says region 2, but I did not buy it in the region 2 area, so I had to literally get out of the UK to find it. But yeah, that's another new unique one to have. Now this collection here, this contains all 4 of the live action films, and this was the first Scooby-Doo unboxing I did to my channel. So it contains Scooby-Doo, Monsters Unleashed, Mystery Begins, and Curse of the Lake Monster. And I have that sticking out like that because I can then pull them out if I want to watch those kind of movies. We also have Mystery Begins as its own standalone DVD because obviously the slipcover, but it's also a lentic slipcover, which makes it move, which is kind of nice. But it's not the best to show on camera, but you can definitely see some movement there. I really do like them ones, but it depends. So some are good, some are bad. It just really takes if you've got a good one or not. And then we have the final one, which is Daphne and Velma, which we did cover on the Blu-ray one, so I do have that on Blu-ray. Again, I didn't mind this movie. I didn't hate it. I just felt like the budget was the issue. I feel like if they had a better writer and more budget for the production, they could have probably became much more successful than what they originally plotted out, and they could have gone for a series rather than a movie, but that's still good anyway. So now we're going to go on to the movies section, which is going to start on this section here, these 4, because these came before the direct-to-videos, so these were direct-to-TV specials, because at the point they aired them to TV before they came out on VHS, and then they imported them over to DVD, and then from Zombie Island onward is when they did the direct-to-videos, which meant they didn't air on TV, they just released them straight to home media releases, and that's been the new norm ever since. So we have Scooby-Doo Goes to Hollywood, Boo's Brothers, we also have Ghoul School, A Reluctant Werewolf, Arabian Nights, and those are just like the 4 direct-to-TV specials. So now we can move on to the direct-to-videos, starting with Zombie Island, which has a custom slipcover that I made with my friend David, just so that way my Zombie Island has a slipcover because I enjoyed it so much. Then we have Witch's Ghost, Alien Invaders, Cyber Chase, Legend of the Vampire, Loch Ness Monster, Where's My Mummy, Monster of Mexico, the Aloha Scooby-Doo, Pirates Ahoy, Chill Out Scooby-Doo, which I have twice because one has a slipcover with a nice snowy design and it shines as well, so that's definitely one to look out for if you do find it. We also have the Goblin King, like standard DVD, but I also have a slipcover version with a lentic cover, which does, you know, work really well. So again, if you do see this one, it's definitely worth getting. Samurai Sword is another full-length one, along with its slipcover release. Some came with slipcovers, some didn't. But Abracadabra Doo, Camp Scare has a lentic cover, which is done really well. Really quite like that. I also have the standalone DVD as well, Camp Scare. Legend of the Phantom Saurus, Music of the Vampire, Big Top Scooby-Doo, The Adventures Map, Mask of the Blue Falcon, new for 2013. I don't think ultraverts are a thing anymore, but I did use them at one point. Stage Fright is another really good one. WrestleMania, which is the Scooby-Doo WrestleMania mystery, which was a very cool one. I actually really like that one the most. Franken Creepy was another classic movie, definitely a 9 out of 10 for well performance. And Moon Monster Madness, which felt like a What's New Scooby-Doo episode. The Kiss rock and roll movie, followed by the Haunted Hollywood, which contains the limited edition Scooby-Doo Lego piece. Curse of the Speed Demon with the slipcover. It took me ages to find it with a slipcover because for a while it was like only standard DVD, and the slipcover one was like the hardest come by. So I'm glad that I finally now have it with the slipcover for the collection. Then we have Shaggy Showdown, which is another great shine one. This is another one that has a unique rare slipcover, which is very hard to find. I've only seen stock images of it. We have a Lego Movie Blowout Beach Bash. It's also part of a combo pack which contains Blowout Beach Bash and Haunted Hollywood. We also have Scooby-Doo meets Batman Brave and the Bold. Scooby-Doo and the Gourmet Ghost. Not a slipcover one, sadly, but still an amazing movie to watch. And this one is like Curse of the 13th Ghost movie, which is the sequel to 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. I didn't enjoy it one bit. It was like, it had its moments, but it kind of ruined the whole, you know, creepy element of mysteries that, you know, were real as a kid when we came to Scooby-Doo with the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. The whole plot of the 13 Ghosts to then debunking everything that happened kind of ruined my childhood. Return to Zombie Island is another stain on my childhood. The fact that they ruined something that was amazing and great, and probably, you know, the worst thing that could have happened was making this movie. I don't like it one bit. And the slipcover is custom. It's not a professional one. It's just a recreation one for a video that I did. Happy Halloween Scooby-Doo is probably a redemption one, because the last two were just so terrible, but yeah, this one actually made up for where the other two went wrong. Its own original mystery, didn't tarnish anything else, and actually had good lore thrown in there. Then we have the Scoob movie on DVD. Yes, I have Scoob movie on DVD, Blu Ray and 4K, because, you know, this was a big thing, and I actually did enjoy this very much, and it's a great way to bring Scooby-Doo into the fold onto the big screens, or supposed to be a big screens if it wasn't for lockdown. And, you know, able to bring other Hanna-Barbera characters into the fold for new generations to see firsthand. Then we have Scooby-Doo Sword and the Scoob, which was meant to be King Arthur. Had many name changes, so yeah, this one, I feel like it would have been great if they stuck to the original purpose of the movie, but it got changed too much, and it really felt very bad at the end. This one, straight out of nowhere, Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. By far, this is my favourite crossover with Scooby-Doo. It's long overdue, and I knew it was going to happen at one point, especially when we had the marathon, like Scooby and Shaggy meet. But back in the early 90s, I think it was, there was a during the Scooby-Doo marathon, there was the Scooby-Doo and Courage the Cowardly Dog short episodes that aired during the commercial break, and that has been forgotten through time, and sadly it's not on the bonus features, but it's still great knowing that they brought these characters back together for a crossover. It's not the first time they met. They have met before during those commercial break shorts, but this is the first time it's been official on screens at least. Then we have Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo. Again, I don't really hate this movie. I actually quite liked it. I did post a short on my channel that did really well, but it got like mixed reviews. Now these three are just these three are just duplicates, because, you know, I didn't remember if I owned them or not, so I just re-bought them for the sole purpose of just in case I don't. So I have three movies of the same. I also have Scorching Hot Trials, only because it contains a What's New Scooby-Doo episodes in there, so it contains two episodes, and also the other two are Tom and Jerry and Yogi Bear, but I thought, you know, it's still got Scooby-Doo, so I can have it in the end section just for the miscellaneous crossovers. And then we also have the Scooby-Doo Who's Watching Who game just thrown in there for some reason. With ending off, this is not Scooby-Doo related, but I do have Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels complete series. This is the classic series that I remember watching as a kid, so yeah. And Captain Caveman was originally a segment on the Scooby-Doo All-Stars Laugh Olympic, so yeah, it's amazing seeing this character have his own series, come back in Scoob, and I really hope we see more of him. But yeah, that is my entire collection of Scooby-Doo media on DVD, Blu-ray and I guess you could say 4K with the one 4K, but this is all of it that I've managed to acquire over the years, and probably the only one that is going to be on my channel for a while. I don't do a lot of post updates on these because I don't add a lot. I just don't, mainly because it costs expensive. So this is probably the last transmission that I will ever do as an update on my channel for Scooby-Doo, related to a compilation, like an update on my collection. And I don't see for the foreseeable future this is going to change much as I want. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, having the patience to wait for this video, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I will look forward to answering them. But until then, take care.